Hey Fight fans, MichaelFrankelNux.com here with Holly Holmes, getting ready for the December 7th Fire and Ice event. Your opponent's been changed at the last minute, tons of crazy stuff going on. How are you feeling?
I feel good. You know, she'd been training to fight on the same fight card, so she had already been, putting her time in, so that way we have a good opponent after Marianne Lamar stepped out. So, you don't want to just take a fight just because. You want to take someone who's really ready, and she's going to be very, very ready, and she's motivated. She's very, very motivated to really make a point.
Was there any disappointment when you heard that Marianne was injured at first?
No. I just figure I take the opportunity as it comes, and if this is the challenge in front of me now, that's really all it takes. I'm just, things happen. Fighters have different reasons why they pull out, and I want to be in there with someone who wants to be in there anyway, so I wasn't disappointed. I just figured, well, what's next then?
Diane's jumping up now, the short notice, moving up to 2 weight classes to take you on. People have been making a big deal of that. Do you feel it's a big deal? She didn't really. It's boxing. You both are going to get in there, whatever about the weight.
Yeah, I don't think the weight's a huge thing. I mean, I've fought as low as 135 in MMA, and she's fought at 128, so even though my last fight was at 147, that was me going up. So I'm not a big 147 or 154 fighter. I have gone up as well, but I've also gone as low as 135, like I said, in MMA. So when you look at it that way, it's not as dramatic, but I think people like to make it more dramatic. And who knows how much weight she cut or how much she dropped to make 128. Her walking around weight might be very similar to mine, so you never know.
Actually, she was commenting that she walks around about 145, so it's not a biggest difference.
Right.
But do you think it adds something to the matchup now? It's not for the belts, both of them exactly, but it's a champion versus champion matchup now?
Yeah, I agree. I think with her, like I was saying, she reminds me of me when I fought Christy Martin and had my big breakthrough. She turned pro in 2008, so she's not as seasoned veteran as my previous opponent and Socrates. So sometimes that's more of a worry because you have a really hungry person who's really trying to make a point. And so I definitely, that is something that I am aware of, and I don't want to underestimate her at all. She's a very tough, very strong-willed and motivated person. So as far as all the other details, that doesn't matter to me. I know she's ready, and I know she's hungry.
Well, one detail I believe does hold some weight is that 25 extra fight experience that you have. How do you think you'll be able to use that to key in against her?
Hopefully it's just one of those things that comes down to, I've seen a lot of different styles in front of me for a fight, so I'll be prepared for what she brings. But like I always say, that just comes down to how I perform. I believe I have the skill to beat her, but that has to be played out on December 7th. That's what it all comes down to.
From listening to Diana, she sounds like she's going to be coming forward and coming hard at you. Is that what you're expecting?
It could be that, and it could be Plan B. So we're going to be ready for either one. They don't necessarily want to give away their game plan either, so that's all can just be a head game. You never know what their real plan is. So we're not sticking to one game plan. We're kind of keeping it open and just working on everything. So
being the vet, having so much fight experience, talk about Plan A, Plan B. How many plans do you go into a fight with?
We go in with Plan A, and if it's not going that way in round one, then we say, okay, on to Plan B. This is what it is. But we are usually pretty focused on this game plan. But there's the fallback, and you have to be ready for that. And especially at this point in the game, you have to be able to change things up here and there.
There's been a lot of boxing going on lately, the Chavez events, there's been events in Santa Fe, events all over, and a lot of the fighters, male and female, they look up to you. So how much do you feel, as that boxing role model throughout the whole state?
It's just an honor that they feel that way. I don't necessarily look at myself that way. Those thoughts don't ever cross my mind. But if it helps to motivate someone, then I think that's great because when I see that, it motivates me to not want to let anybody down. So I think in return, it's just really kind of helping each other out. And I don't think a lot of times they realize how much they motivate me as well.
Gotta thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Thanks for bothering you before training. I wanted to give you a moment to thank sponsors, whoever, training partners, whatnot.
Oh, well, as far as sponsors, you know, Define Fitness has always been by my side. Loyal, good sponsor for years. I can't even tell you how long. And then, of course, all the gyms that I work out at, all my teammates. There's here at Wings Gym, and then, like I said, Define Fitness, and there's the Jackson Winklejohn Gym. So I just really appreciate everybody's time and effort to really help me be able to live my dream.
Thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Best of luck, Fire and Ice. Everyone watching, December 7th at 66 Casino. You don't have a good reason if you're in the Southwest to not be there. Great night of boxing. Next.com. Sign up for our weekly newsletter. Thanks for watching.
Hey!